There, everyone. How are we doing today? Well, it's Sunday evening. Actually, I think it's about 4:30 or so, maybe 4 o'clock Pacific. And I got to tell you, this next couple of days are going to be interesting, probably pretty scary. Um, I just want to kind of remind you where my head's at, kind of what I see coming. Again, I've been pretty clear. I think the next 2 weeks are going to have lots of negative headlines that are probably purposely tweaked to freak us out. I want you to know that ahead of time. I want you to see them coming, and I want you to just let them go. The next 2 weeks is not about internalizing all the negative headache or the negative headlines and trying to figure out, is the world falling apart or anything of that nature. Although it may feel like that at some points over the next couple of weeks. I think there's a clear path forward. I'm going to outline for you what I think the clear path is. I should have actually noted the date, but I'm not sure. Actually, poor Jimbo needs to get out, so let me. Boom. There you go, buddy. You gotta go? You can go. All right, you go. Sorry about that. I'm trying to be with my dog a little bit. Anyways, I think there's a clear path going forward. I'm going to outline that for you. Some of it's going to appear scary, but again, we got to get through the next 2 weeks. We hit to the bottom and we can come out of this thing. I do think on the other side of this, if the other side is 60 or 90 days, I'll say it again later, but I'm going to say this early. I think you're going to want to own hard assets. I think there's a very good likelihood that paper assets are not as valuable on the other side, potentially, just given all the stuff that could be coming, right? So first and foremost, very disappointed that the federal government appears to be playing chicken with each other and the American public. I saw just in the last 20 minutes or so that the Senate failed some kind of procedural vote on getting a big bill out. That's going to create the futures market. I actually didn't check yet, but I got to imagine the futures are down, probably limit down, which I think is 5%, if memory serves. And if we don't have something later tonight and by tomorrow's open, we will certainly trip the 7% down because everyone is banking on the federal government sending checks to every citizen. Get over yourself. It is absolutely coming. Hi, Jimbo. What's up? Even my dog's whining. I don't know if you can hear him, but he's whining. I'm not sure. He never whines. So again, he's playing chicken. The Senate, the House, the president, they're all playing chicken with the American public. So I'm convinced we will get a check. And again, we have to have it by Thursday. I've said that now for 3 days. They've got to clearly articulate that, hey, by April 9th, 13th, some date, checks will be coming, whether actual checks or wires or whatever they are, right? Money will be coming. That is clear. Everyone's going to get money. It'll be likely for adults, and there'll likely be something else for kids because kids got to be taken care of. Kids are expensive. We need to get through this together. This is a Main Street problem. So Main Street needs to be bailed out, not the banks. Second, I think you're going to see in the next 2 weeks, all planes, trains, forms of mass transportation are going to be grounded. It has to happen. There are too many examples of people getting on an airplane, going here or there, and bringing it with them. They do not do it maliciously. It's just this darn bug has that trait. So unfortunately, that's going to have to happen. We should have done it already. We're not being aggressive enough. We need to be more aggressive than we think is reasonable. Again, Main Street is going to get a check. I actually think Main Street, again, it just happened in California, Washington, and New York, will be put under National Guard. They don't want to call it martial law because they think they'll freak us out. It just has to happen. The fact that people were celebrating Mardi Gras just 2 weeks ago is now causing a spike in Louisiana. The fact that the kids in Miami were partying on the beach and now there's infections in the kids. Come on, people. You're going to get put under this martial law because you're freaking being stupid. We did it to ourselves, and now all of us need to do it. We stay inside except to go to the supermarket or Costco in our case, or I go on a run where I see absolutely no one. It's coming. So people are going to work from home. So probably half our economy, maybe a little bit more, hopefully will be able to work from home in some way. We are going to see mass unemployment. Not only are those unemployed going to get checks, as I've already talked about, our unemployment insurance is going to be on steroids. You are going to get more than you have ever gotten. You are going to get more people are going to get it. There may be, gig economy or 1099s that ordinarily wouldn't get it. We are going to give it to everyone. We do not want people to starve or be forced to make life and death decisions. Everyone is going to get something. We want everybody to come through this on the other side. Next, the Olympics, they are going to be pushed back. They have to be pushed back at least a year. That would be what I would do day one. Olympics, a year from whatever date, July or June or whatever they were going to start. Stop messing around. Next, I think it goes without saying, and unfortunately 50% of small businesses, meaning restaurants and service industries, are going to go bankrupt or out of business. They will just never reopen. This is the American economy. It is going to suck. But on the other side of this, we will just recreate commerce. We will do it differently. And it will just, green shoots will come out, and the entrepreneur spirit that is the American economy will come back. People declare bankruptcy or whatever it is. I just don't see any other way around it. Then we're going to lose 50%. So again, I think we need to go on a lockdown as a country. It's going to be hard, uncomfortable. Frankly, we did it to ourselves. Second, we need to shut down mass transportation immediately. Third, Main Street, everyone, employed, not employed, doesn't matter. You're getting a check. You are getting money to put food and ideally to pay your rent or your mortgage, because preferably the government would like to keep those parts of the economy rolling. Fourth, unemployment insurance is going to be as big as it ever was, if not bigger. More people will qualify. I do also think that there will be a debt holiday. Again, we are going to take care of everyone. So again, mortgages, student loans, credit cards, car loans, there'll be a 90-day debt holiday coming. The Olympics are going to be pushed back a year, and unfortunately, 50% of small businesses will go poof. Retail, office buildings will be worth a lot less money. I forget who's the gentleman shorting commercial real estate. God, why did I draw a blank on his name? But anyways, Carl Icahn. Carl Icahn is going to make a ton of money again, shorting commercial real estate. Genius move. So now let's talk about the other side, right? When we get through this in 90 days, either with a vaccine or we've reduced the infections or whatever it is, right? We're going to have to get back to a sense of normalcy eventually. Our national debt will probably be up $4-5 trillion. We're going to be limping along for years to come, perhaps. So I think paper assets, stocks are going to be in trouble. I think hard assets are the things to own, because whether it's silver or gold, right, they're going to increase in value for sure if you can get your hands on some. But it probably doesn't come with any great surprise. But I believe owning affordable rental homes, so below the median, with fixed rate 30-year debt that's going to be reset to ridiculously low levels like 4s and 3s, you just can't lose. If you can get an affordable home and you could hold it for 30 years, it's going to be awesome. That's what I really think. The other thing is farmland. I think farmlands are going to be really valuable because people need to eat. Water, food, shelter. There's just no substitute. The higher end stuff, I think, is in trouble. I think something else that happens on the other side of this is we shop different. I think we learn the importance of saving. I think we learn about being happy. I think we're a lot less flashy. So the high-end brands suffer, because I think people are going to be different, right? You stuck inside for 90 days, you're going to really figure out what's important. You're going to create some tremendous memories. So again, tomorrow is going to be scary. I'm saying the next 2 weeks are going to be scary. Things are going to happen that I could have never imagined. mass transportation shut down, asked to stay home, National Guard being deployed in California, New York, Washington, and potentially elsewhere. It's going to be a scary time, but again, it will pass. We will get through this together. You're going to survive. Whether that's good news or bad news, I don't know. I'm considering it good news. And then we're going to be able on the other side. And again, if you want to transfer and really, transform your life, I think owning affordable rental homes is the way to go. You don't need to own many of them. Again, I talk about 4 all the time. You don't need to be part of apartment syndications and be stuck with other people that have different situations. You don't need to invest in far reaches of the country or the world that you don't know and risk that unknown territory risk. You can get 4 affordable homes in your area. You're going to be pretty well off. So again, I want you to take this note as, I don't know how to say this. It's kind of scary, but I do see the future about what's coming. So let me know what you think. Leave comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Part of me hopes that some crazy thing comes out this evening, and by the time I wake up tomorrow, it's approved. But I think the federal government is playing chicken with the American public, the American economy, and that's a tragedy. They're losing time. They're down to hours to prevent some pretty crazy things. So let's see what happens. Enjoy yourself. Have a wonderful day. Make some memories. Let's have some fun. Take care. Bye.